Iain Duncan Smith.
Deputy Speaker, first of all, can I start by saying it's a pleasure to follow the honourable gentleman, and I congratulate him on his position on saving the Asian elephant. It's a noble cause, if nothing else. Can I just simply say that I want to focus really on the problem that we face right now. We knew, I think, and we have enough collective experience in government, that large bills of multi-subjects invariably will lend themselves to unnecessary amendments. So we knew that before. So my question really is, why did we discover it so late that we've actually ended up having to dump the bill? Gentle criticism of the government. I know, I bear the scars of trying to do that myself, but we do know that. So we shouldn't really, I think, have found ourselves in the situation where this bill had to be dumped and we have to start all over again. But if the purpose of the government now, and this is very important, I think, the purpose is to see those issues in that bill now proceeded with on a much tighter schedule, I understand that. It could have happened earlier. But if we're going to do that, we need to know some answers to some of the questions I think that are important. So, first of all, does my government, does it have an idea of the time frame required for now unpacking the Kept Animals Bill and for single-issue bills now to progress with some speed? It would be great if on a re-arrival at the dispatch box at the end of this debate, my honourable friends would actually be able to start putting some idea of that together, because I think it would satisfy a lot of people outside as well. Will all parts of the bill be retained, or are we looking at selective elements of it? Will the government support, for example, the thing that's really closest to my heart was the Pet Abduction bill, the pet theft part of the, of the legislation as well? And if not, can we now know what amendments to the Police Crime Sentencing and Courts Act could be used in statutory instrument form to be able to proceed quickly to change some of the rules and the definitions of what property is? And the reality for me right now is that I work very hard with many colleagues on all sides of the House to get this pet theft stuff through, only to discover during the course of the lockdown that this had become a criminal business, and a violent business to boot, where often quite elderly people were knocked to the ground, beaten up, sometimes very badly beaten up. Pets were stolen of value. Not only were they hurt, but they suffer the loss of what had become a friend. And we treat that too casually if we don't care about it. And it matters to our constituents. It mattered to them then. It still matters today. The very idea that the police take less action than it should do because they characterise a sentient pet and the same as a bicycle that might have been stolen is quite ridiculous. These have to be changed. And I simply say to my honourable friend on the front bench, many of us are very disappointed that we hadn't got on with this quicker, got on with this earlier. And I say that because it is so desperate now, in whatever the time is between now and the next election, whenever that may be, that this needs to be on the statute book by then. It simply cannot be that we do not get it there, and this therefore should be a priority for government. I don't want to make this party political, because I think right now our constituents expect us to work together for their benefit in this. We don't have a difference on this, and we shouldn't create one. But what we should have is the government responding to what is quite clearly the emotion of the House in trying to get this legislation through. So I urge, in conclusion, to my honourable friend, that when she gets up, please try and answer these questions. And can she say to the government, if there's anybody there kicking around, saying that, oh, we can't do this, we mustn't do it, there are more important things to do. Can I say the mood of the House is that this is a priority. Let us do it, let us deliver on what we said we would do, and let us get it done quickly.
In terms of my right honourable friend from Chingford and Wood Green, would he commit to tackle pet theft? Now, my right honourable friend will know that it's already illegal to steal pets. However, I think one of the proposals he's made is that he's talked about some other legislative vehicles that we could do and to check use of powers. What I will do is ask my officials to check that legislation to see if we can use powers from there, but I'm also looking at potential other legal vehicles to achieve that.